Hello? Oh, yeah. Okay, then. Let's go there. Wagiaga. Wayati Utekon ya que no sé que no la meri. In my life, Osawe me, Wadoge Osawe me, Osawe me, Wadoge Osawe me. Boy, join comment in the morning. It all become joy in the morning. What all? The message you work for fool me. What soon you do? Yes, let's go there.
Entertainment ohne Ende. Mit den neuesten Filmen und Serien von Sky und Netflix. Entertainment ohne Ende. Zum Bestpreis von nur 25 Euro im Monat. Hol's dir auf sky.de.
Like make me one, couldn't my set. I couldn't master water. Ripe. Muda well, yeah. Soaking ye, many you, a zeri. If you had the news of more, while I talk what way. If you had the news of more, Iyare wa you. If you had the news of more, if you had the nirisi, if you had the nirisi, while I talk what it be. Waya bota wa baby nega umenwe mwikure umenwe mwikure waya ge Prince Bobby man Prince Bobby noga Prince Bobby ni mose iyaro hian yuri Prince Bobby noga ona penoro Italy Prince Bobby noga baba goga wehin wa gagwa le radio wa gagwa le gate iron work ya gwalo ti Prince Bobby vient Prince Bobby noga awe bi no mo go yare ba imi no we anything ona okpo ya no yo bo no we mu no bo na mu dia no kodo afia ne Prince Bobby we no we bu okun no wo ye pere awe we ne logo oga mo me geti no wa o bo we Prince Bobby o afu egbe ya we do o sage kan ni noga sage ni mo se o iyaro ga yuri waya wa wesegi biedo benu waya yo bo yu menwa yeke wa magumede wa magume fafa iyare wa yuri ya wedo me jo ekato ni musi yaro hian yore yiye noge off wagbe lala wana gume ga video na hunda wo tu me ga so koko bo na request we no re na mari de biedo nu zomo waya wa wese waya wa wese utume ga so koko bana ri gwetwe utume so menwa bona o eya tubuware no re na go ma ire dagi biedo no nyani ari gba e ba ni yen wa doge Prince Bobby o Prince Bobby me no ga we ga gwala yon work nu yan uyo we ti Prince Bobby wo vien o yari Stevie no mo o pe ni mo se Stevie o afu egbe eni on de e bega mo yi Prince Stevie Omo iyaro ye ewe gbere iye ri wa iye ni Mose iye na koko mo o ma gbe na iye baba Stevie no ye gbe yi mudawe no bie o ma wu ofiya of egbe ran oge ewe gbe ami na ya gije o wa gato o sustina iyaro yo ge Juliet yo pa ge Juliet Bushman man iye no ge we yo iye no ge we Juliet Bushman ni mo se o iye iyu me wa ni of egbe o iyaro yo o wa to are pe no gbe bi so e wa te wa fafa oda wa ra we gunda we oda na me pia wo are so ne ni asoke ne wa ya wa to right there. Yes, so my people, this is Frank Victor, the Umewa, one of the universe, aka the social media king, the social media Kubana, the social media Otutu, no one, the social media Bomo, the social media Enyuwa, the social media Akobisi. Hunda where a rayon sick Akobisi rock by me when it tell you no go cast a gumaton. Anna, but bow this man. I do my drink. I want you. Yes, so I don't wear Uma Payo Harene, Iroiku, Eva Bimagu, I move here, still on the matter. Okay. We're picking on. Wagia is standing, you're standing already. Hello. Hello. Yes, I'm hearing myself there. Off with me. The platform we were using. Where are you? Bam. Room huh? You were in where you buy PN star and what they give you know. If you know, you can magnetic or you know, you comment. Okay, so you can now press love and like what there is no bad. If you know bad here, yeah, beyond you, boy, you. We muga de yaw kiri. Muga de yaw do madege. Muga de yaw ne. Daga oya. Maka bo bafu ma jelu. Le boyo.
Oh, the suspended Enogie of Utekon community, Mr. Egwagi Omoyi, claimed, among other things, that he was suspended by the palace of the Benin monarch because he complained about the activities of the then owner of Holy Arosa, Harrison Okao. He also alleged that Harrison Okao, who hails from Ukwoke community, invaded Utekon community over some plots of land he shared among indigents of the community. Reacting, Mr. Harrison Okao debunked the allegations against him. He said the Enogie was not suspended because of him, but was suspended alongside other indigents of Utekon community for dragging the Benin monarch to court over an issue that was presided over by the palace, the outcome which the suspended Enogie was not pleased with. Mr. Harrison Okao, while displaying several documents in which Utekon community took Ukwoke community to customary court in Okada, said judgment was delivered in their favor. According to him, Utekon appealed the case in Okada but lost before proceeding to the State High Court in Benin City, where judgment was again delivered against Utekon community.
Sometimes at about 2012, the people of Utekon community took me, my father, and my late uncle to the palace of the Oba of Benin with various allegations. At the end of the day, it was discovered that the Enogie, the former Enogie of Utekon, got Egwagi Omoroji and his people lied against me. And this is the report of the committee, which exonerated me from what the Enogie said about me to the palace of Oba of Benin. As if that was not enough, the former Enogie of Utekon, Mr. Egwagi Omoroji, was suspended because he took the Oba of Benin, Oba Diawa of the Blessed Memory, to court. And that was why he was suspended.
On whether he invaded Utekon community as claimed by the suspended Enogie of the community, Egwagi Omoyi, Mr. Harrison Okao described the allegation as laughable.
I can never invade anybody's community. I'm a law-abiding citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I cannot do that. The statement they made again that I was found wanting. That was why I was removed from Holy Arosa. That statement is laughable. The Benin Traditional published it openly that my removal is as a result of my non-compliance with the tradition of Holy Arosa. I didn't steal, I didn't fight anybody, I didn't do anything wrongly.
Utekon and Ukwoke communities in Novia Northeast local government area of Edo State have been at loggerheads for almost a decade. Roslyn Eworame reporting.
itu ya fe wato o ya ni muri o ikmen mu agere ke kwa ade wona ya we ke lo ma gbegbe ni so ke isuru wona aru ni we no ya kan Enogie re wona ojo we ke aveni wani le nia le gini mage ọba rí ilẹ̀ wọn arúmewé ẹlẹ́rìí tí wọ́n wẹ́ gbé àṣẹ̀rí owó ẹ̀yẹ́rẹ́ ní ẹ̀wọ̀n á ní nádà ọ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà owó ẹ̀wọ̀ yìí gbé adẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbín yákẹ́ adẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbín ẹ̀làdí àwọn owó tẹ́kùn ẹ̀ẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ gímẹ̀ ọba ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀tùbọ̀ gímẹ̀
ẹ̀wẹ́ àtọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀wẹ́ àtọ́pẹ́
Utekon we wana ní yúrò kàbá we iná múyà ọ̀yẹ̀rọ̀ tọ̀ we ọ̀múnà lóbi agbọ́bíà ọmọ lọ́gbà ọ̀rẹ́dùn ọ̀wúrọ̀ agbá ọ̀rẹ́bù náà níyẹn.
Yes, so my people, I greet all of you on better star water. Even now, I must greet you now. If you don't know what can you receive why you are both our baby never water, okay, can why now get you know. Why you are to 1 wow. Anyone or woman, especially all the Beninese diaspora that are watching my video. I want to also use this video to beg all the bloggers. Wherever you are watching my video, you are picking my video. It's unfortunate that says some of them are going to pick video, not they speak this particular video, especially when I'm talking about communities issue. I'm not the blogger, but if I do saga, I'm going to blog saga. This important issue, some of our bloggers, issue like this will be say some of our elders that they destroy our kingdom. The so-called people with the proof as secretary, Frank Irabo and Chief Eribu ni total ye matana ni magami total matana because nyari ya duro nebuwe. You understand? A Chief Eribo or ya so no rila lobo ne matana or si matana nyama magami matana re matana vini matana ro na hela wawa ne. Even both law a bero the commissioner of police igbe Frank Irabo ne RC ya to ogi no ya ba o RC ya forge bibi RC ya forge hello I see you that I live video we be here yan we gi won wa live video we wa be yan we la the quick notice ni we Unali see you what we see you na mo ba video camera na mo si mo go do de na kan we wa kan de na kan we ka kon we ire la video ki an se pe we ma han we a community yam Utekon community ojo we no Enogie no nya wo yam e wo mun criminal pa na wa gbele wo do ni wa fi yo sisi gbele ran abi bi ka ne gege don wa do no ye kenya ya ore pe obole ya we wa sese we ma yo wa gwa kan ni o ma hon yan wo sabedia agbo fi go ye kenya bi ka ni Utekon ayi me veji Utekon we ma na etara ni We ma hon ya oge super sand ya wo ma woto Utekon ma na tana. Oge super sand. Oge no pe gioni no pe jita. Utani na we kuri gere na gbowo e. Oni. No te sabe oni o ma ni hin oni no ni hin na. Nuwe kana wana ni RC we kana. Oge super sand rego. Oge super sand rego. Number why your body street, Sadok body street with Donim, Sadeko. Chaque one vient, Mark, you know, only Marco Gini, chaque one vient. But you are maybe where a speedboat, where's a shaking up you, a shaking in no. The man at what gear and when I'm when I over by the way, the wag gear. When after that, away, if you can't get you can't get Utekon Hale. I declare, oh, Gisupasa, the devil we don't know. Yeah, we do not go go gay Kanya. Or you can't believe it, boy. Or what a girl, you know what a girl, what a girl like, I would do, and why we keep a young. Yeah, we bow in a for stage. He bow in a for stage. It is to make a Mac a warrior, I can one but to the Utekon. No, yeah, did Mac. Now, Wagumen na ya. Ya miawa. Wagumen, oge super sand. Oge super sandy. Ode ba emwe, abi yebnya sete udian. Udian go tian go sa media agbovia. RC former dedemi Arosa. Oli Arosa Cathedral. Oge oba na ku for egwa. Iyan wo yari ona ya mugi ona mi agba dia we. O ya fi Utekon yiva. Won ya. I want to have your information go. Have information go and veni na go ta dunia nya ga me PC we the gbela ya giwa. Ari si ahian de bia e palo. O ya ye won by 2 ya de bia e palo. 1 by 2 okay Utekon ya de bia. O te gwa. O sa media agbo fi na wa ya wa shawo. Bebe ka mo na ni. Wa shawo ya ibolo to je to na fi na gwa. O sa media agbo via. Okay, that's how. Osamede agbo via wa ye 40. Ana mo shago go rere. Amami go ya sa na 100 by 100 ni. O te ni firi. Na lao. Na no ni no Osamede no kan Utekon kan na ye ni firi. Ege ni firi. Na bi joko. Me pete bagni ari won. Lare si lo we go do te ye go bi Hausa. Me I don't know. My trust to what me. I better go you know Hausa na. Ana Hausa ya tip ni yang pa mi. Yang ya de ba. Lare
Imaya no gire wona. Ipo ọba ọmụbọ keke mo wona wona. Ni abi obo yo ti mana yeke. Aya mewe uno mo ba die. No meti. Kibuna me kini afe.
Guy go sa media agbovia. Former policeman. Now this piece the police, if I could dismiss him now police 20 naira or go by police. 20 naira because of 20 naira. This ex-police officer killed somebody because of 20 naira during police brutality. These are the men that was in the police force that was beating people anyhow. Killed somebody with gun. This was Amelia Agbovia because of 20 naira. That was the reason why he was dismissed from the police force. Ona ya agbegi Ugo Bazoa. Ona ya fi agbegi Ugo Bazoa. They also wa miata to bore. no yagbe ran boha oyi na ata do bosa ade hu wa na imwe samedi o se yam na enu mi na ene messi atakparakpa no gyoji e family loge to boy egboge yan hon ewe atakparakpa no gyoji no thank god the family loge calling the clock me now don't have ma bo ma we iga e bi agbo via here yan ye bet you samedi hu na was hu dan we boni ya na agbo via bie ona was hu da kiyen ke eleleski ogi oyina we kuma na gbowo e makrifo ga bun o je go di Utekon o do ki 100 by 100 amplifier ga bun o di Utekon o do ki 1 by 2 no ya de o ga mo shawo o mo na ti pay o di Utekon o do ki 1 by 2 no ya pay igo gi super sound no ti amegbe won re na yin keke o ama wi mene ameni ogbo de bi o benu gwa jina kuwe kotu e plan di dan gwa plan di dara Utekon ameni nya gbo wa ne bi o in fact kuwe rufu ngwa rufu ameni what are life now o ma ki wa na we uga yigo dabo wa e o mana imwe o wa na imwere o wa so anyom wa na o de aso anyom wa ge mati do ye keme oga we dey go for senate we wa mu dia na wa je gunu for na to oge nyan can you imagine una wa ri mu dia na ti ato oge una ro yo oge nuta uwari mudia you dey lie una aye ni egwa ya togi una aye ni egwa ogiri gan second una ya fieki mudia and una yeti le mudia umade oga mati umade una ari mudia una togi nya bobo ne bwe ona magwala senate e mati de kemana wo we de senate we may less senate nya we wa togi mudia. Oh God, what a pity. You want to my last senator who told the media were recruited criminals in it, who recruited assassins never do state. These are your workers. These are your boys that you are going to use. These are your talks that you are going to use in your election. Not Belema Utekon, the person you mounted in Utekon to recruit boys. I will show you some of your workers. Yeah, Wakoyo, politicians. Amana we efa na motien odola wa gbe na efa ona efa o wari na oga motien ro wari go la wari wa share 50,000 e boss ni wa gbe wa fi si yan bo ye ya do ba lo boss mu no wa si yan
Security network. These are the people, the talk they send, the cultists, they are suspected cultists that they sent to Utekon village. Who went to Utekon village and start shooting. They've been shooting, they've driven everybody away from the community. They took over the community. As we entered, they ran away. Most of them fled into the bush, but with our high intelligence, we were able to arrest these two. So, they will speak on their level of involvement. Oga, what will be your name?
I be Henry.
Henry who?
Henry Obi.
Henry Obi. What you carry you come here?
Oga, so we carry the go here now. The local brother, where they go? We be chairman for.
They talk, come out.
He said the rebel brother, we be chairman for Utekon. He said the rebel go Fedeco. He said the rebel for Utekon. Which chairman? Now we take on me and my friend. I no be thief. I never rob anybody. Never my friend theater. So as we go, we go see security motto. I don't understand that my friend says security is not the best option. Not to deal with the system security, me don't understand again. Not theater na motto. I say enter na motto, I don't understand again.
No, don't be say you enter a motor, you run enter bush. Now one that they come out from bush, yes. Now we see you now. Now
This thing will deal with you so.
Who get this thing? Who get that? Who get that?
Me get them.
But where the for see?
No, they say about my friend I get them.
Where the for see?
Now
your hand for seeing.
I no be thief, I beg. When I say I never thief anybody before my life.
You. Where are you from? Come. How you see this gun with this way they with you?
Now Utekon for corner chairman. Now we follow come. I say they don't pursue and come out for us. With Fedeco, with the brother, will be our friend. Now we take enter here. We soon a motor based on vigilance. Now we take say move first. Now we take run from the committee. As we now come out for now we say na vigilance be this one. Move deal with them. Even on our station, they carry us. They go move follow them. They prefer.
Where you got them?
Just State Security Network, this is OC Crack. These are the people we apprehend at Utekon community. So you hear from them. Thank you. Over. Great.
Yes, so my people, I greet you on better style. Now, good evening. And now, once I talk the matter. Or Kade. Now, I make one statement. I say, look, Frank Erabo. Now, he be the occupier of all this problem. You see, Roland Ahoy is not intelligent like Frank Erabo, but Frank Erabo was past Roland Ahoy, the palace in it. Oze ni Frank Erabo do also Roland Ahoy, but because Roland Ahoy, that is Oma educated as like Frank Erabo. That's why Frank Erabo is not yet caught. You understand? If Frank Erabo, who do we know who take on Frank Erabo way, Frank Erabo Harrison, Eribo, they are all involved in all this atrocity that is happening in Utekon. And I will prove it to you people. Now, what are we? I will read. Frank Erabo, what are we? A letter of authority that was given to Inyati Menai. This Udian Inyati Osamede Agbovia. No, you operate. Which the signature of the palace of the Oba of Benin was forged, signed for that document where that guy they use. Ian, this what is it called? Harrison. Now I will read. This is a letter from the police. You understand? Forging of signature and documents of Oba of Benin by one Mr. Harrison Okao, former priest of Holy Arosa Cathedral Church in Benin City. This document we are the reading so see, don't be like say na me the na here go read and read. Me I pause for them. I know what they talk. A video no guy. You understand? A Frank even ya was sign signature. Okay, with signature near ya operate the community. Na read the again. Na if you 1 by 2 near na if you turn. Because this is not the first time Frank Erabo is doing this. Fine. And this is not the first time mentioning Frank Erabo on my platform. You all know. He has done it to what's this community called? If you ever want community, Frank Erabo issue came up the same time. The same thing, no Sununa. EBS now. The same thing also happened in if you ever want community when by EBS carried that one. All the my system, if no one me apply for go plan for now. A prayer favor if you ever want it, Frank Erabo sit on it. It sit on that document. But today, the community, they don't get victory now. They don't get victory. Enemy victory in here. And let God know they call the Wakana. Not even get show them. The lesson now, you just want to say that thing we not right. Where Frank Erabo they do for palace. And you know, say, I don't understand the kind of man where that man be. Whoever is not my day you view, and you will come out, Frank Erabo come out to speak on to press. When you know that this thing, this word where you talk to, now Utekon community they pass through. I mean, if Frank Erabo Taran, this is what Utekon community is passing through, and you are coming out on social media to address this kind of issue, but you couldn't solve it to the Utekon community people. And this is the predicament you place them on. No matter any point you go. If you are not say go, why go there? Nyanga nekena sekeni baba yi because aga sekeni baba yi even yaga ve oduga tuwe no tuwe tuwe wa ya gbode ma we ede ya goji edok pare no nya ate be kare Ronaldo, all the young young boy, nobody thinks so. If Frank Rabo, we unia, I be ya we gonia. Uma unu was again retrieve step away. Until or you do kill for no day ya me. If you ya, but me and I feel baby. Again, your eye go clear that time. As I see they tell you so, now so would they talk at that time. When I go the coppers, you your banner. At the end, na, I have your banner. Then I will your buyer regwa, we're here to tell you and people are really ogba. No, you never fear beleku, no, you never fear ki. That the people that is coming out to tell you the truth, what do I say? Again, banner, one soon wago.
For the record, for the tradition to be upheld, Grandma Kagile,
When
Ojowe, Egba Paseyo, Owena
the second of all, no one.
Yama, Ojowe, Egba Kima, Kawana, Ojowe.
Okay, let me see.
I will no key, I will Egba, or Minoki, I'll go to Belano, I will pass to you, no, what I know, Egba Maki.
Okay.
Anytime I will press.
Okay. No,
For the record, for the tradition to be upheld, Grandma Kagile, Ojowe, Egba Paseyo, Owena Mukana Jowe, Eboyama Jowe, Egba Kima, Kawana, Jowe. I will no key, I will Egba, or Minoki. I'll go to Belano, I will pass to you, no, what I know, Egba Magi, anytime I will press.
Atikwa ho, a Frank Ogwani, Frank Irabo, you know, the same thing you people did to Utekon community. You understand? We wagi mamana Utekon. Then Osamedi Agbovia, then Wamai, signature way, Frank Irabo, Osamedi Agbovia, ya lu Utekon. We're going on here.
That press. For the record, for the tradition to be upheld, Grandma Kagile, Ojowe, Egba Paseyo, Owena Mukana Jowe, Eboyama Jowe, Egba Kima, Kawana, Jowe. I will no key, I will Egba, or Minoki. I'll go to Belano, I will pass to you, no, what I know, Egba Magi, anytime I will press.
Okay. Now, Egwa Mokarele, which is true. But Agido Mokarele, listen to what this man just said. Egwa Mokarele. Now, what is happening?
Yeah, dear, now.
Is this man saying? Egwa, according to you, Egwa Mokarele, and it is the truth and the truth. That's just the plain truth. Egwa Mokarele. Egwa of Zevu, no my Enogie. Now, the wari do una derine e Matthew Uve Utekona. The Matthew Ataguna we guagiere e ba owa the second or giade niedo makarele ye Utekon community. Is this not what Matthew is saying? But you now addressing the press that Egwa Karele, Frank Irabo, and this man has a document that carries your signature for decades of years now. Is operating in Utekon community. Who are you deceiving? You will come on for here to address people like a recent, and back of the same, you are doing worse than a criminal. Frank Irabo, the secretary of Benin Traditional Council. You are there to work like a secretary. Not to start imposing people on the community to be ruling community. Now, a signature where honor you to the kingdom. People are not afraid of your own signature. Your own signature. Just ordinary secretary. we kingo, we prince, ordinary secretary of BD Traditional Council. You are not acting like as if you are the king of Edo State. Even we tell this is what this guy, what you are against here, what you said here now that you are against is what your own boy is doing now. David will make guy now in community now. If this guy came to this community to really rule, and there's a peace, there is harmony in this community, the villagers are happy with when this guy is ruling. Could have been where we are today. You brought this guy to this community. People are dying, gunshot on daily basis, sleepless nights. The villagers are no longer free to go to farm. The market women are no longer free to sell in their market place without hearing gunshots, without expecting gunshots. Houses are being broken down. Cars are being burnt down in a community, in a peaceful community. Community who has a great story to tell us, whereby our children will learn from, where our children will go and visit and see many things that our ancestors have done in that same village. Because of civilization, why am I criminal in village not destroy everything, selling all the lands in that community, even the land that is being reserved for the kingdom, the great kingdom of our Oba. This guy still sell the land. Nobody speak about it. Can ordinary person who does he have leg to the palace sell king's land, sell the palace property? But somebody is selling the palace property. Nobody's talking about it. Why are we talk about? Why are we talking about? If the villagers protest to the palace, you people will not allow them to enter into the palace. You block them on the way, telling them it is where. When all is not where, telling them it is where. You will look into the matter when all others are where. If you go what? Frank Rabo, Wagwefo. Ni ati ege erolade ko edo. Oni ma yese e Frank Rabo. When I afford the signature of we are here, Ogi Salobua, we afford the signature of Baba. The name a boy and I operate. Arisi, we know you we are the feeble yeva. Me no where is I won't hear work area. The writing when as of Yoku, no wonder you fear we yeva. Wait to because Uba, Uegua. You now chase out the people that owns the village. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the oppression? This one will be so. This one now bad. When no Yoku, now will Yoku be able to. Egbema wawa. On no tota or bonori mudia. Not be juju be that. That when I would day nuzo ya come go. Because they say they don't want fights. They don't want to lose any soul. The Enogie that owns the village say he don't want fights. He wants the Lord to check his own course. He wants our great king to do the final judgment. Frank Erabo is sitting down on this issue for peace not to reign. Frank Erabo and Chief Eribo, they are sitting down on this issue because they are benefiting from this so-called criminals called Osamedi Agovia. They are benefiting from Osamedi Agovia. Osamedi Agovia, they are turning on it. Because if the Enogie come back to sit, many things go open, many years go open. Because all the land was Osamedi Agovia for them, they are going to return it back again. because this is oppression. Because some media government, they sell property, they sell lands because he knows his time is numbered in Utekon. They sell land. You know, they sell small picking land, 100 by 100. They sell thousands by thousands feet. Just to make sure, say, he's scrape everything before he go move. Our Benin traditional council chiefs, you know, all of them hear these things. Was this not the palace?
Oh, the suspended Enogie of Utekon community, Mr. Egwage Omoyi, claimed, among other things, that he was suspended by the palace of the Benin monarch because he complained about the activities of the then owner of Holy Arosa, Harrison Okao. He also alleged that Harrison Okao, who hails from Ukpoke community, invaded Utekon community over some plots of land he shared among indigents of the community. Reacting, Mr. Harrison Okao debunked the allegations against him. He said the Enogie was not suspended because of him, but was suspended alongside other indigents of Utekon community for dragging the Benin monarch to court over an issue that was presided over by the palace.
Now, una see where life occur. They can not get away with it. Why damn it? Now listen to this analysis where this press analyze. The suspended Enogie, the protest come palace now. Now they hear me so. Now, why was this man suspended? That was the question in the first place. So, the man went to complain. They claim him as the Enogie, his own inheritance. They give him his own inheritance as the Enogie. As an Enogie, where God really, where the access to send, makes it that for true. Not be all Enogie go do one more. He do layout, he kill layout, he share lands for indigents of the community. He share lands, give indigents of the community. He share to the palace and also share to even both boy picking or girl picking. Meaning, if your mother come from the land, you still from that community, you still get share. If your father come from that community, you still get share. He share land for both sides. Now, Harrison was the chief priest of Holy Arosa Cathedral. With that opportunity where he gets with the palace, that relationship he has with the palace, he feel he was a king because he was equivalent dressed like a king, a priest. He was dressed like a king. You see how corrupt some of our adult people be. Little power where they give them, he can't raise ego, like say in a king for the same kingdom. Benin, now he looks at this our new Enogie like small Torah. He looking like small Torah, forgetting that he own more than I come from the village. And Enogie also give him that respect as in more that come from that village, also give him a plot of land. But Harrison refused. As greedy as he is, he decided to have his own kingdom. He want to have his own community for his small village. You want to get in your own community. Just like if you go farm that year, it gets a kind of place where people they relax. Some those days, like our father those days, they build a hogbo. You will build a hogbo for them. If especially when your farm side is far. Sometimes if you don't even feel come house, you feel sleep there. If you sleep there, hobo. Now be the Upoke community. For inside Utekon, you understand? Another small village, another small community, where we say we just like place where we say people don't feel come, just like people don't feel come inside town. And they relax for that area. You want to take that side, like as your own community, you want to get in your own community, where you go feed the operate. So the plot of land where they cut for too small, that one not reach. How they go cut that kind of plot for? You cut the bigger plot for palace. You can cut small plots give them. You don't know say in a palace. That was the words of Harrison to this Enogie. And when Enogie say, even without the consent of the Enogie, he carry caterpillar enter bush. They destroy the cut road for the villages. This Enogie as a peacemaker he have to contact the palace. He have to report the palace to the palace. Look at what this guy is doing. For the palace to come and see with their eyes if what this guy Enogie said, if the report he gave to the palace about Harrison is true or false. The Enogie, the chiefs from the palace getting to Utekon community, instead of them going to the bush to check what is really happening, if Harrison is really using caterpillar to grade roads, cost lands for people. Instead, they decided to suspend the Enogie who came to the palace to report what Harrison, the atrocity Harrison is doing in those kingdom. They suspended him. They sealed up all the shrines in Utekon community as a whole. Chief Duwiofu, evil chiefs. That's the reason why they die. Like I said tomorrow morning. All these things were done by Chief Duwiofu. You see the evil. The problem these people are facing now, Duwiofu is the planner. The problem now, Chief Duwiofu was the leader. He's the squad that leaded the rest chief to Utekon to seal Utekon's shrines and make this man and suspended this man for no reason. Because Harrison has bribed Chief Duwiofu with money. Atoriokba or Yemila. It's still unfortunate that some of our chiefs, they will not learn from the mistake their colleagues make. Some of our chiefs will not learn from the die where some of our chiefs they die for palace. And in the boy who day when you know doing get the man. Now check Duwiofu after he got collect bribe 2 million naira plus 100,000 mobilization. Can you imagine? They collected 2 billion from this man. Then when they collected 2 million, the guy paid the 2 million, they charge him 2 million before they can come to check what is happening and make peace in the community. He has to pay 2 million. He paid the 2 million. He also have to pay 100,000 mobilization fees. He paid the 100,000. These people, Duwiofu and his squad, came to Utekon community and suspended the person that gave them 2 million. They suspended him. They sealed up the shrine and they left. Not quite long. Then they brought this animal. They brought this called after they suspend the other way, the Enogie, they now brought this guy, this Udian. As this one out, Benin where we for come from. Otedo ni manyakire. Nuade uze ni ado. Mothers are not sleeping anymore for Utekon. Fathers are no longer sleeping anymore for Utekon. A lot of brutality for Utekon. To the extent, they even find person, Papa go ask, they want to go kill him. All of the days my phone here. It did my system here. The 5 person, Papa go ask, they want to go kill him. Now Bush, Mama, Papa they sleep for Utekon. Because of Usamede Agbovia with his squad.
The outcome, which the suspended Enogie was not pleased with, Mr. Harrison Okao, while displaying several documents in which Utekon community took Ukboke community to customary court in Okada, said judgment was delivered in their favor. According to him, Utekon appealed the case in Okada but lost before proceeding to the State High Court in Benin City, where judgment was again delivered against Utekon community.
Sometimes at about 2012, the people of Utekon community.
Now, they carry the matter go for Okada courts. Then Utekon win. This man and I they rule for Ukpoke. Ukpoke they inside Utekon. Now you understand so? It just be like London. You understand? London. Can you imagine? London and Newcastle, they go court. Who get Newcastle? Not be Newcastle, not beside London still dey. Now what thing they happen now because of land? What did they say? When see what thing they happen to our people. I just use and give example. New Liverpool. Me I just say Liverpool. In London, that they go court. Mona ask me, Liverpool not beside London city. Not be London get Liverpool. Now Liverpool now when they talk say now you can't get London now. Now they feel me so. No, they understand so. For inside United Kingdom, London and Liverpool, that they go court. Now be okay now. This one now, this Onyoba now okay. He now can claim okay as his own kingdom. And my mama come from Utekon. Not even in Papa village, not even in Papa village. We had to go now. What I go now? Eyeglass no way around. Oh my glass here. Where please? Can you give me 10 naira? Here I beg with please. Can you give me 10 naira? We are here. Eyeglass no. Why are you now? Anyone you here? Anyone so you here? But in my hand. Blocking code is activated. Any stupid comment, I'll block you out. So if I block you, you're your own. Then you cannot watch the program anymore. Because evil people, they don't dwell my platform. People are not bold to speak the truth. They don't dwell in my platform. You understand? Because now the lie, now the lie, all of now they talk. So now lead many of our youth to death. So they will be many of our youth. All of us past Libya, they escape for our death, for our life, because of people like this. People like this, they go see poor people, they want to oppress poor people because there's no palace, because there's no commissioner of police. Fear not will let the common people talk, the common masses talk for where they. You can imagine this issue now. You just see this issue, say that this one is pure oppression. This guy is just an evil who just come to bring problem to Utekon. This is just the problem where Utekon gets. Not before Osamede. Osamede was just a tool that's being used by Frank Irabo and Matido Ekene. Osamede was just a tool from Frank Irabo, Matido Ekene to exhibit their action in Utekon. That's why they don't fit to somebody. And they put on there. And they go see the time when they go move on there. If I can go after I tell you, because he's a secretary. He pay me so much, say, all these things we talk to. Corporation not there for beneath people hand. Corporation, Europe, Nene man, they could check on it. Is even a shame, say, I hear say, whether not truth, I've been for say, if you need you check on Kiri. I just, as I hear that yesterday, whether not true now, I'm not really sure. It is not true. If you need it, shame to you. If we don't know what, but so don't like priest, no, really no live video, no could take on no mighty time, no me would take on. Why that means you are still slaving yourself even when you go abroad under these animals. Okay, now go you go yak baby. Adafin you go nya, you go. That's the logo of this platform. Our late brother Nosa, that's the logo of this platform. Who got Temata to him? Who got told but what Temata? No one would demata Uji. Every no tell last thing. Okay. You understand? Umba mwana you. When you win it, you don't want Wasaka. I don't know. Maybe you're there. One who are the Yamu. Oh, I have a yakin or give and give where I can guess. You dey feel me so? Just he go do to no go alo unya be hotel. Then we go one stay here. You is not even money. This is kind of wickedness. And this kind of person, I mean, Muyaro or Hausa, I mean, God, Bini, no be here. Person way, be say this will not be another person. No, person way go serve God, but then God they serve for them. Now, been an ancestor they serve for them. They give us suspension. They come out, they ban down from the palace. Now, ain't going to act like this, evil like this. Now we views from above your family. Okay. Above your career. Okay. You can't mana go time. Mother. You can't mana go time because why your career. Okay. Family and also do now. I see. What did you career? You guys. You understand? But in your going now, every not bad. It's unfortunate way some of our Benin people that will see bad thing in a man. Wayata wa muwa. Not telling one more. More anata. You feel me so? Very time. Anywhere you drag me go, that's why I go see talk. I'm not fear anybody. Don't fear anybody. Anywhere you drag me go, that's why I go talk. Get Mati do you came in? It be not big man. Big man. Politician. They you know why one. They know why I am yet respect you know why. I be liars. You have a big man or two. A big man equal. I wonder the kind of women when they follow. I have a girlfriend in Wadilino. I know you told you who you could. Then we in the network here if you couldn't because a pana yet if you know what I will. Remember, pana yet if they couldn't about dinner. How about your well go? Yeah, what you go for your butter account in there? Also, one son salary come up. The name of our brush why not here book. Election with the name. I was my way Ogba 4+4 Ogba. Then I get discussion man disgrace what was here or why we get one here to shame the this. Marty do you come? Mania. Let's what the camping. Because Mama Yayi, my son, I only have one do my ear. Election what do the election. May topic of it one politician will misbehave. Me and what the face one and what election in me and Wawia, ya do avera. When we are campaign there, ya disgrace campaign war. It is here disgrace campaign war one by one. Thank God they won't open it. Opponent will me where you defeat you when and down here. Hey, you know, while we mounted the recommended senator of who do you work a contest? I do you have a contest in the full. Our full. Amado will hear the contest, no problem. I be a kind of man who will be here blend. I'm blending ya. What are they keeping me home? Avasi. What are they keeping me home? The only way peace good day, where BC, Omema go quiet, no go talk again. When I go release, when I remove this guy from Utekon, it's not made to be there. When I free Utekon people, let them have freedom. They don't take for bondage. We not suspend person for the past 10 years without no reason. No letter of suspension. No reason. Una just feel free. And they sell properties, they sell land, they scatter house. The people of Utekon cannot get peace. The farmers not get peace for the past 10 years. Nobody fit talk because you're not a big man. Now the shoot gone. Enough of all those nonsense, man. They don't got this living. This time around, it's not go easy again. You understand? Utekon people have to wake up. You people have to wake up. How many they will fiki? You people have to wake up. You have to fight for your rights. That keeping quiet will not solve the problem. Like keeping quiet will not solve the problem. When I go block palace. When I go block palace, when I go mad block road block for palace. Until then solve my problem. Now they go anywhere. Palace not before only Frank Rabo and Eribo. Palace now for everybody. Now our house. Our great king is our father. Not for one person. Keep it quiet and sitting down thinking say, oh, it's where when not the way, not the work out. Action speak louder than voice. You people should stand up on your feet. Go and bring out your grievances to the palace. That is the only place where solution will come. Now the only place where solution will come. If politicians they come, we'll go see our king. You come welcome them. Politicians will come for Abuja, king will come out for palace, come welcome them. We they see on television. Our indigenous where we say they rule over, go they pain and agony, they die. We don't go see our king. Say that what they saw. Say that what they saw. When I wake up, you people should come out and speak. If Frank Rabo in your bed, is a secretary. Palace not there too for Bini. We only have one great palace. And that palace now know. When I march down there, not to see your father. When they go anywhere, in a bomb, while you are while you gate. And no go nowhere. Let nobody deceive people with their sweet mouth. Because they have collected money from Sagovia. Samedi. Because they have collected money from Samedi, nobody go nowhere. If they want to kill them, may they kill them for that palace. It's better you put die for palace than you go die for Samedi Agovia bullets. It's better una die for palace than una go die for Agovia bullets. It be like say my king, the Enogie self, you too dull. You too dull. This will not be gentleness again. This is not stupidity. This is not quietness anymore. I know say the quietness of a leopard doesn't make it stupid. But when you're quiet too much, it not make sense again. Bro, wanna fall out. Wanna fall out. Action speak like a voice. Obiek maybe or yegu. Why it's not here? Oh, we are doing wire. Any guagamano, a guagaromba. A gua is not made for Frank Rabo and his cohorts. It's for everybody. This is a good go when you go. Cook back who come back again. Capolieke, Capmadoria, why have you a gua? Why are so? Why are some? Why are some? That is the only people you can cry to. Say no till you get victory. I'm gonna solve the problem. If possible, we have a pot to the we fit do that one for NEPA office. For Akbava. I remember that year we go protest for Akbava. We carry pot, we kill goats for Akbava. We roast down, we cook portage for Akbava there. We carry canopy. Until full care come down, we know they go anywhere. Don't talk of your own kingdom, your own palace. Your own palace. They're not the chop person for palace. Palace not for everybody. Enough is enough. That way they would do and strangers go come, they go enter palace free of charge. The indige of the Benin kingdom not go enter palace. Is the palace built for stranger for the indige? We don't know the rights as Benin boys or girls. We don't know the rights. How can you imagine? I watched news at the CC, which they call Sibajo, where they not do anything for Nigeria. They come Benin, they come palace because election don't come. Election don't come. For all this frustration, where are you today? They are now moving from one palace to another palace. But Utekon community have been bonded for the past 10 years. They don't step their foot for palace. What's the meaning of that? Utekon community has been on bondage for the past 10 years. The Enogie, where the king, where the palace marched for Utekon community, has been suspended for 10 years. They don't step their foot on palace. They go reach, they go change, they go back. What's the meaning of that? And guy, when I do something, this will not be to talk. Me, I hate many talk. I like action. Action speaks louder than voice. We know they fight. If we not say out, my making marry. How are you? Why 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 are you? O gbe no, I saw gbe gwale ba ekpo. Was it go me bread giver? The bread no nya no yi, one man yang pe water nya. Wa gbe ma wa fi ma wa fi gele, wa fi ma wa fi kuse, wa ro da we gwa wa. Imoto la wa ontin e ba wa don sa wa. Moto no dey enter sa compound. Dey yan imoto jam wa, wa le to yan moto wo wa bra. Enough is enough. You all need your Enogie back. If you need your Enogie back, you don't have to come to social media and be talking anymore. Go to the palace. Carry the day, Kaya, or Twari Egua. When you man a kill, what making worry. I want Ekman. Almost I want you one. Emma book better, you must have another laha. You people are too cold to my liking. The coldness is too much. Yeah, what you what say why worry egwa honey agwon ye wa agwa epe wa agwon yo nya na wa kimu mata na de egwa na mata na wa kimu ye egwa. We not agree. We want to see justice. We want to see justice. Make ITV come video now. Make EBS come video now. You want to see justice for your issue. You go nowhere. Enough is enough. Not before let's governments when they protest for government, the tourist subsidies and some of they come out. Sometimes protest must not be peaceful all the time. You have to also do a rugged protest. Because our king is not gentle. We also get strong man as our king. So you supposed to say the Peking when still born, rugged people see inside. I tell you, you're supposed to say a money maybe or maybe a who. You know you rugged. Because now guy man I will get as a king. So when I do all this and they keep quiet, now one piece, man one piece, things gonna get wrong on daily basis. Things gonna get wrong on daily basis. Actions speak louder than voice. Not talk my own. Not be joke. I think they come here tomorrow, come to give you the goto. Because I want to imagine no for what I will go ban it this total palace. About career. A lot of community are pending in palace there. Their issues not be solved for decades of months and years. All is not because of Frank Rabo. You don't see money bring. You must not the rich palace. If you don't give them money, you must not the rich palace. Bribing and corruption is a palace. How will it better? How things going to change? How can I go to the world? I go to the world. When you're those people in the house, no one will come for us. They use it, they eat themselves. Check what they have on social media for these past 3 days now. And quarrel the social media for them to find peace, to make peace. They will start to instigate problem. Right from our house, then it stuff up. See our old men when we are chiefs. We put beat for neck. See the evil what they do for house. That's what I was saying about with this. If the life they present that the constitution can nuisance, not be their fault. Oh, why no? No one see or the whole by fee. Oh, what can we say here? If you look at all of us who did for life, we're going to be like crazy people. Go check our parents. The same attitude. Who are our parents? See them. Our chiefs. See them. Bribing and corruption. I saw. Now, so you take the other one, Papa Daddy. For I saw. Oma tamata mo kwa famu yo muri wa ya go gege wa ya tamata no me wa go wa ma you are not human being. I'm a biwa hawan. E kele mata ya ta. Oma you know why not give you respect yourself as elderly people. Junior people will respect you. When you are behaving like a criminal, they call you a criminal. Because why? This one you are behaving, they are addressing way. Don't give a fuck whether you wear bead or don't wear the bead. Why you view you? Why you view ra? Why you view bad? Why you go pata you bad? You go pata toge. You go pata aya toge. Why you go pata toge? Go check. Go check. Go check. See. What do they call her? A Duwofo, a chief in the palace. Reputable chief in the palace. 18 bribes. And you expect people to keep quiet, not to talk about it. The predicament that the Utekon people are facing today, a Duwofo is the contribution, you see the problem in here. It's dead now. It causes this problem. And we'll see how many more like that in that palace. Many more like that in that palace. Nobody wants to talk. All of the answer. Why are you going? Now to tell me, now you're doing it. 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 Oh, why is it because one war only on the no one is it because we were only who said I tell you, I told you, I will. Now you tell me who I will. I will go and say, why did I make a say, go ahead? And then say go up prospune, and then say go up prospune, and then say go up prospune for how many for the past 10 years? And you said, well, I'm mammy. Is that not a shame? He turned to it before. He turned to it before I was a big way. Munda way about Takarapa the Buya, the Vengua. Takarapa the Buya. Unuya yata. Oh, no, you couldn't attack. No, equal gear. Munda way Quebo gig with Trida. Amani go franke e be ascend the gegwa as a hareba because you might everything must work with bribe. The same thing you did to this community. If you have your own community, you might move million because of way or your way or the community. It sees the documents. I mean, a grab boone, or hina boone, nothing benian or the beniji. But thank God, the document is released now. A guy, no let us the year. All that glinters are not good. About I thought he said what you knew by a bribery. What's he make a hand about boy? When what he said, my dear mother of a guy who are when you're strong and what? On when I was young, and I doing so. Why? Because of the ancestors is not happy with what people are doing. Why are you on the web? What my move? Well, what's the money over where I am on the web? Why are you on the web? No, what the web was say. Any case soon, what you're about, often when the people at home are corrupt. Before I can know who you want to live with you, I can know who I want to live with you. Voya say we boy is it not the people inside the palace are colliding with the people in the diaspora, giving them little money to eat. Yeah, what €100 give one. Unu every year. I will be no matter ni vie go home. If you go so here. E no matter no boye the gwa. Yes, one be can hear about that video. Because have it John work. At the other day I was listening to this song called Monkey Face. He was calling this almost like to Nagabi. Almost like Nagabi was communicating with Monkey Face. I was like, okay. They were just talking. No, that is it. These are chiso. And here only a special. Then I don't know, I don't know. I was shocked. Many of you guys like that in that same palace. Oh, why mama Porubu? Oh, Fenoroa, or having a Rogemirova. Oh, what? My broadcast this evening is for the youth in Utekon community. The people of the Utekon, the leader, the mother, the grandmother, the EJ, your mobile or mowe, egili, wahia, wadinegwa. Egwani ogi ma ya no gi mano. Agbon wa. Go out and bring out your grievances to the palace until you see your father. He did around, they no travel. Oma travel. You guys go nowhere. Waket be 2 days in the palace. Wahabi baba. All that go snow. He will come out. Whatever they na active muwa. Whatever they go active muwa. Whatever they be active muwa. Active got to record them even wahabi for 2 days. If he can come out to see Osibajo, he will come out to see his children. Who is Osibajo? Obi Yoba. Okay, I think they wanted Obi Yoba. I can't see the video. So you guys should go up and pick up, move there. Stop keeping quiet. Enough is enough, man. Why give you after not your life with you? Because all these messages, not going to make people they believe all this nonsense with all this Ogi they talk. What about that here now? Why protest here for several times? For how many years now? You can't reach up with the king. The chiefs are blocking the way for you guys not to reach up with the king. Man, enough. It wasn't enough for the wise. Either if you move going, I go with you. What to baby? A baby na you what to wow. Now bye bye for now. See you guys tomorrow.